Previously on KitchenCircus.
I've never done anything of this volume.
You are the weakest link.
I am the weakest link.
You've never cooked in the kitchen. You don't know where anything is. I mean, how could you not be stressed out by that?
How much time do you need?
I need 4 more minutes.
Okay, you get 2.
Trying to get it to cook quickly without burning.
Beth was the overwhelming favorite of the evening with her dessert, a dark chocolate mousse.
Yeah, hats off to the dessert here.
She's the first contestant to move on to the KitchenCircus finale.
Congratulations, you've made it into the finale dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KitchenCircus.
I look forward to working with you. I am actually excited. This is going to be good.
9 home cooks with no professional kitchen experience are thrown into the big time competing on KitchenCircus. Joining the judges in the dining room are celebrity guests, KIRO radio host Rachel Belle,
It's like essence of pancetta.
and NPR radio host Steve Scher,
Well, that just sounds great.
and our host, Chef Thierry Rautureau.
We auditioned home cooks to take on the challenge of cooking in Rover's professional kitchen, and after 2 rounds of cuts, 9 home cooks were selected to compete on KitchenCircus. 3 will compete today, each making an amuse-bouche and 1 course of a 3-course meal, either the appetizer, the entree, or the dessert. Let's meet the contestant. First up, Atina 10.
Hi, my name's Atina Tan. I grew up on a farm in Yakima, Washington, a few hours from here. But for the last 10 years, I've been living in New York City, right in the middle of Manhattan. Had a great opportunity to just really explore and taste and experience all the foods, from the $2 taco you get at a food cart to the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars you could spend at some of these really high-end restaurants in New York.
They even have an apple named after you.
Yes, they do.
I was fortunate to try it. It is
And?
sweetest apple ever.
So I have no idea why my father named it after me, because that is not my personality.
Next, Myrissa Yamashiro.
Hi, my name is Myrissa Yamashiro, and I'm a gym owner. I'm a personal trainer. I love food. That's why I call myself a food tourist. And I make a spectacular toffee, and my friends have renamed it Myrissa Roca because it's just so addicting. I think in my next life I am going to be a pastry chef.
A baklava-inspired panna cotta. She wants to be a pastry chef. I must say that if she pulls this off really nicely, it could be a great dish.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, out of all of her dishes that she's presented to us, the one that I'm most interested in seeing would be the dessert.
And finally, Chris Vetkovich.
Hi, my name is Chris Vetkovich. I've been cooking since I was very young and never see myself quitting. Well, I do have a lot of equipment that I work with, and the majority of my cooking for parties and whatnot is done with the sous vide mat. So it's been around for a long time. It's not a new gimmick or anything like that. I have a centrifuge, a refrigerated centrifuge that I use downstairs. That's for separating flavors. I also work with a Rotovap, which is a rotary evaporator. It's basically a still. It's a glorified still. But the beauty of this is that I'm doing it under extreme vacuum, so I can boil almost anything at room temperature.
Chris is pretty intense on the modernist cuisine. What do you think of that?
Those are a lot of very advanced techniques.
I know.
And I'd be interesting to see how he executes them.
Right.
I really like his recipes that he has. His flavor combinations are fantastic.
Right.
And the only thing that I would hope is that him using the modernist techniques with a lot of this, that it doesn't miss, the delicious details.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, so it tastes still very yummy at the end, not just a technique. We obviously had to come up with a decision on who's going to make the appetizer, the entree, or the dessert, right? What would be your favorite course?
If I had to pick one, it would be the dessert course.
Oh, good. What about you, Chris?
Absolutely the entree.
I just think my strongest ones are either dessert or entree.
It wasn't easy, but let's see what we came up with. So for the appetizer, Atina, you are doing the appetizer.
Man, all right. I'll just have to kill it.
Chris, you will be doing the entree.
Awesome.
Myrissa, you will be doing the dessert.
Okay.
So now remember, you've got 1 week. Practice, 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 all of you. And I will see you in the Kitchen Circus next Tuesday.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Excited?
All right, absolutely.
Good luck.
The course that Chef Thierry gave me was the appetizer course. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you.
I was given the entree, and I feel great about that. I think the reason why I'm going to win this contest is my ability to play with familiar flavors, but in unfamiliar ways.
Oh, the course I was given was a sweet ending, dessert. I'm looking forward to preparing a fabulous dessert to end a fabulous evening.
Hi guys, welcome to Kitchen Circus number 2. You excited?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great day. So we're here to help you make your recipe the best it can be, but it's still up to the diners to choose their favorite. Let me now introduce you to your sous chef. Atina, I chose the appetizer course for you to prepare. I'd like to introduce you to Katie. She will be your sous chef for the day.
Hi Katie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I look forward to working with you.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna take it.
Number 1.
Yes.
Chris, you will be preparing the entree. You will be working with Tyler, and he will be your sous chef for the day.
Yeah, let's rock this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Marissa, you will be preparing the dessert, and for that, I give you Corina Johnson, our pastry chef at Rovers here. You're in good hands.
High five, right there. All right.
I ordered all the ingredients for you. You have 5 hours from now until you present 1 plate of your amuse-bouche and dinner course for the staff. I know you've had 1 week to train, so as of now, the race is started. All right, go.
All right. Woohoo! So this is what I would like the bisque to be.
I was just talking to Chef about doing something like this.
Really? You know, it'll be a piece of the salmon, then chorizo, the spot prawn. These are just chives, and then that is just the heart of the celery. Very, very, very finely sliced, just as a garnish. And then some espelette, which is not on here. I'm just gonna sprinkle. And then table side, it'll be poured over.
I was hoping for ground, but we can do with this. We do have a mortar and pestle. The dessert I'm preparing is a baklava-inspired panna cotta. Fabulous. I'm just grounding the cardamom pods here. It's delicious. We're just gonna do 56, just in case. So we'll need 10 cups of cream, 5 cups of half and half. You got it, right? So, yeah, into the pot over here.
All right, I think probably the first thing to do would be to get the water baths going, all right? I am making a sous vide beef ribeye, bone-in beef ribeye, and that's going to be done, then searing it also with fresh porcini mushroom.
I've had 2 large dinner parties where I've cooked for 25 or 26 people each time, and I know that during this competition I only have 5 hours, so I actually time myself for each component of the prep time and for each dish so that I'm not going over that 5 hours, so that I know how much time I have, how much time I have to work with.
My biggest competition in this challenge, I think, is going to be Atina. Hearing the way she's talking about her eating experience and her cooking experience, and the amount of prep work that she's done, I think she's definitely going to be my biggest competition.
The bags sit totally flat.
I seek out new techniques. I seek out new ways of even, like I said before, sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't, but at least you tried.
I'm gonna have to watch out for both Atina and Chris. I think they're fabulous home chefs, and I think we're all gonna bring something different to the table, so to speak. So once they get like this, we'll take an offset spatula, we'll spread it.
I heard you were having some problem earlier. You were looking for salted butter?
Yeah. Salted butter is traditionally what I use with my toffee to help it not separate. And that's based on what I've read on the internet and one experience.
Do you know how you fix the problem of not having salted butter?
You add salt? Yes. And Corina was very nice enough to provide me with some salt.
Yeah, we have salt in the house.
Okay.
How are you looking for tonight so far?
I think we're looking well. I had to make my own seafood stock, which I wasn't expecting to make.
Why not? Why didn't you?
Because you said you were gonna have it for me. Initially, I thought that they would be providing the seafood stock for me. So all I would have to do is put it into the pot, make the consomme, but I actually had to make my own seafood stock. So that seafood stock, I made it myself within the 5-hour parameter.
And how did it come out?
It's still reducing. It's in that big old pot right over there.
That's a lot of it.
I know, because I need it for both the consomme as well as for the bisque.
I've thought long and hard, not just about the flavors that I'm going to be serving to the guests, but how to get those 40 people at one time out in a manner that's going to make it hot, going to make it delicious, and going to make it consistent. And I think that's my real advantage. An entree with the sous vide technique, I'm finishing these things up exactly before they go out. They're not cooking in an oven and then the first person who gets their plate is going to have it cooked differently than the last person that gets their plate.
I would suggest that maybe every half an hour, every 40 minutes or so, you go through and just rotate them a little bit.
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, you know, you have to start cold, right? Atina, I kind of helped her and stopped her from making a couple mistakes. Do you know why you start cold?
Not really, no.
So do you know what the idea of the whole raft and everything is? Do you know why it works?
Because the proteins in egg whites, as they cook, they kind of grab all the little bits in the stock and then that rises to the top.
What do you think would happen if you were pouring it in a hot stock?
It's going to scramble.
I think we avoided a little bit of a danger here. She could have scrambled eggs instead. Katie, can you get her an ice bath so she can put her stock back in there?
But I hope that panna cotta sets. It doesn't. They're having sweet soup or creme anglaise.
Myrissa seems to be a little bit nervous in the pastry station about a panna cotta getting set up, which I don't blame her.
So a little kitchen trick that we use when it comes to custards and curds, so little bubbles.
Yeah.
We just take a torch and kind of lightly go across it.
So you're looking good, the clock is
looking really good, yeah.
You're looking good?
Yeah.
You're happy with the time?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
This is gonna rock.
Good luck.
Hey, thanks.
So you take a ladle.
Yes.
And what you want to do is make a hole in the middle.
Okay.
And then you keep pouring your consommé and all the impurities come up.
Okay.
And get filtered by the raft itself. Just keep doing this. I think you're going to be okay. Why are you stressed?
I'm stressed that that panna cotta won't set.
If you really want to know if it's working, take a little bit, put it on the plate, put it in the freezer. In 5 minutes, it's going to be cold enough to know if it's taking or not.
Where were you 2 hours ago?
I think she's going to be okay. She's a little bit nervous and she has all the reason to be. There's only one way to go with panna cotta. Anything with gelatin. If you screw it up, you're drinking it.
Right now I'm making the mayonnaise, so what I want to do here is I need to blend up these egg yolks, and fortunately, because I'm going to be doing them sous vide, the egg yolks first, they need to be at the temperature, the same temperature that we're doing the steaks at, 67, so, you know, sometimes things work out perfectly.
How far are you on your steak?
They're actually done right now, yeah. We just got them in early because they won't overcook. If they're in there until tomorrow, they'd still be good.
Right. All right, contestants, 25 minutes to show plate, okay?
Yes.
Right. You're feeling good about this?
Yes.
I want to hear a yes.
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 Okay. Okay, contestant, this is beautiful. You guys have done it on time. You've got your plates ready. It looks absolutely beautiful. What do you think, Chef Rob?
I think it looks very, very impressive, you guys. All of your food looks delicious.
Atina, first your amuse-bouche.
My amuse-bouche is inspired by a Chinese soup dumpling, specifically the one at Joe Shanghai in New York City. The broth is a seafood and pork consomme with a lot of ginger. There's butter poached lobster at the bottom, a little bit of chive, and chiffonade of cilantro.
I think your soup is delicious. I wouldn't add any more seasoning to it. You're right there with it.
Thank you.
Chris, you're up next. What's your amuse-bouche?
Amuse-bouche is a scallop tartare. So this is a fresh sea scallop chopped very finely that I made a homemade mayonnaise. A little bit of a dashi, chives, Asian pear, and lime zest in there, and then truffle oil.
Delicious, clean. Could use a little something maybe like citrus, just a little dash of something. It's delicious. Myrissa, what is your amuse-bouche first?
I've prepared for you a gougere with rendered pancetta, topped with a balsamic reduction.
Is there cheese on there?
There's cheese in it.
In it?
Gruyere and Parmesan.
Both?
Both.
Excellent. I like it. I would like it to be a little bit crispier.
Okay.
But other than that, it's delicious.
Okay.
The flavors are delicious.
Thank you.
What about your first course, the appetizer?
My appetizer is a Spanish-inspired seafood bisque that is butter-poached salmon and spot prawns, little chorizo rounds, some parsley oil, and very thinly sliced celery.
And you're going to be pouring the soup at the table. Do you want them to pour around or on the fish?
I would like it around.
That looks beautiful.
So,
congratulations.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Delicious. Perfect seasoning. It's good.
Thank you.
I would probably, to even more perfect it, maybe a little bit of seasoning right on your salmon. The salmon has a tendency to be a little bit on the season.
Okay.
Your entree, main
That is a ribeye. It's done sous vide. On the side there, marmalade that I made, it's got a 30 ingredient list on that one. I mean, that's pretty complex. On the side there's just a sauteed mustard green, and then it's an abalone, a seared abalone mushroom on top.
Beautiful. It looks gorgeous. And the sauce?
That's a veal demi-glace.
Veal demi-glace. Now something you have to watch, Chris. As a diner, you want to make sure they're not fighting with their meat.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very delicious. A little bit too rare.
Oh, really? It's medium rare, perfect medium.
Well, I like them. Do
a little bit more?
Medium rare. No, it's just the meat itself.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit on the, when you do the sous vide piece. If you don't bring it a little more personality, it feels a little bit, especially around the fat.
Okay.
The little fat cap.
Yeah, if I have time, let me turn up these a couple degrees.
Yeah, I would do a degree.
Yeah, my original idea was to fry the mustard green to give a textural quality to it, but I think at service time would just be too much to try and.
Oh, don't be such a chicken. Come on. Try it. Come on, Chris. It's a challenge. And then for your dessert, what did you make?
For the dessert, I've prepared panna cotta that's been infused with vanilla bean and cardamom. There's a little bit of honey at the bottom of the shot glass, topped with pistachio. In the middle, we have some toasted phyllo with a mixture of salted pistachio and honey. And then to your right, we have a pistachio toffee to give you a little crunch.
I want to get that honey. How do I get to the honey?
All the way at the bottom.
I know.
There you go.
Ooh, delicious.
Oh, thank you.
It really has a lot. The honey is needed, it really makes it completely round.
It does, it does.
Yeah, and maybe for the future you can think about maybe putting some on top too.
Okay.
So when you eat, you actually get it all the time. Love these little babies. Perfect. Good flavor, clean. I'm very impressed by how beautiful and how clean this came up. If you guys can put it up 45 times in a row, you're gonna be winners. I honestly have no idea who could possibly win right this moment. Get ready, because in about an hour from now, we need to come up with the goods, right?
Yes.
Awesome. You ready for this?
I think so.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you
very much.
We did make a couple of changes. Like my original intention was to do the plating. I was going to do sear the meat with the blowtorch at the very end. I was a little concerned that it wasn't going to come out the proper timing if we did that method.
So it goes like this. It's 6:15.
Yeah.
So you've got 40 minutes to open those bags. If you want to do this route.
No, I do.
Open those bags, pat them dry, put a little fat in the pan, and go at it. Sear them. Then put them on the side. Let them rest. When they're cold, slice them, portion them on a sheet pan, per portion. So all we have to do is grab it and put it on the plate. Then make sure when you do that, you fan them enough so that when you put them in the oven for just a couple of minutes, it actually warms up all the meat.
Okay, it's an awesome
idea. So you want to make sure you want to fan it. Get the roasting pan and then get it cranking.
Doing it my way would have worked for sure for 8 people. Like I said, I do it at home, but for 45, I think I'd be a crick right now.
I'm done giving you advice, huh?
Yeah.
You want it to have a layer of oil underneath it?
To the scallop tartare because scallops are one of my favorite foods, but one of those ones I'm kind of too cheap to buy. So if someone is going to make me a delicious, expensive dish, then I'm going to look forward to that.
I'm a little more intrigued this week actually because it's got some seafood things that I love. I'm especially looking forward to this seafood bisque, and I want to know how it's Spanish inspired because I get a Northwest seafood bisque, but Spanish inspired. That's going to be interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kitchen Circus. We're so glad to have you dining with us and judging tonight's competition. This is how it works. Each one of you have a menu that describes the courses you will be served tonight. We want you to vote for each course. Please vote on all three criteria: taste, creativity, and presentation. We will collect this ballot at the end of each course. At the end of tonight's dinner, we will announce who will move on to compete into the KitchenCircus finale dinner. We have 3 contestants, as you know, and they all made one amuse-bouche. The first amuse-bouche will be a seafood and pork consommé with lobster. The second amuse-bouche is a gougère with rendered pancetta, gruyère, and parmesan. And the third amuse-bouche is a scallop tartare on top of pâte feuilletée. So please, enjoy your dinner and bon appétit. I need 6 and 5.
38, 39, 40, 41.
Beautiful plate. This is going to be gorgeous.
And it indeed has a piece of lobster floating in it.
A big piece of lobster.
Which is pretty nice. I like that.
I taste a lot of pancetta.
You do? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll do that again.
It's
maybe.
like essence of pancetta.
Very lemony.
Do you think that the puff distracts though from the delicateness of the scallop?
I would say it's a little too much lemon for me.
How are your amuse-bouche? For the appetizer, you will be served a Pacific Northwest Spanish-inspired bisque. And it's gonna have salmon and shrimp and all kind of goodies in there. Enjoy, bon appétit! Atina?
Yes, chef.
You should be serving your first plate in about 8 minutes.
Yes, chef. I'm ready. Thank you. A touch more chives, please. Yeah. Thank you. Chef, 1.
Smells good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the fish is cooked perfectly, which when you do the pouring the broth on after, I think lends to that, because otherwise it just cooks and cooks and cooks.
Presentation is a joy. I really like it. I like that it is got that rich flavor to it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hey.
Thank you, chef. Thank you, chef.
Nice work.
Woo!
All right, how was your seafood bisque? Yeah, I thought that was delicious as well. Your next course will be ribeye, and it's cooked sous vide, served with a wonderful chutney of persimmon, quince, shallots, fennel, really delicious little chutney on the side. And then on top, king oyster mushroom. And with a little glace de viande around it, it's absolutely delicious, if I may say so myself. Please enjoy and bon appétit. Does it look good? You tried?
Oh, no, I did. I think it's pretty awesome. That's perfect.
Keep going, don't stop.
I think the mushroom's really complex. Like it kind of acts like a sponge. Like it feels like it just absorbed all this flavor. I feel like when I ate the meat by itself, I was kind of underwhelmed, but I can see why the chutney goes with it. It kind of brings it out a little bit more. Yeah.
Good job, Chris.
All right.
Good job, Chris.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks for your help.
Awesome job.
The bar is set pretty high with this meal because everything so far has been kind of a little step above what we had the first week.
How was your ribeye? All right. Was that delicious? I thought so. A little sous vide there doesn't hurt anybody. All right, your next course is dessert. So we have a baklava-inspired panna cotta. They've got both dishes in together. It's quite delicious. Please enjoy and bon appétit. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, let's go. 7, 8.
Thank you.
I must say one thing. Myrissa said, I'm never cooking without a sous chef again.
I think dessert's the heart. I think most cooks dread making dessert. Yeah. Unless you're a pastry chef, I think most people are afraid of making desserts.
This is really incredible.
This is.
Oh man, that. Whoa. Pretty nice, huh?
So good.
All three of these together. This was outstanding. I'm going slow because I'm savoring it. I thought that the panna cotta was. I mean, it just had the infusion of the cardamom all through it was just so delightful. If I may use delightful as a word.
You may. I will allow you to use delightful tonight.
It was just such a surprise. And at the very bottom, honey probably. The honey was just
so good.
Just so good.
This was my favorite course of the night, hands down. And I'm not usually even a dessert person. This to me was the perfect dessert because it's not too sweet, and you had 3 different components, and you have 3 different textures with the pistachios all throughout, and you can taste the cardamom. To me, this tastes like something that you would have in a fancy professional kitchen, like a perfect dessert. I think this is the best.
Is that it?
Good job.
Nice.
Good job, everyone.
Bravo. Good job, everybody. You knocked it out of the park. Beautiful job. All right, you guys, congratulations. So, looking all at your dishes, who won tonight?
I think mine.
Yours? What about you?
Oh, the dessert was fantastic.
What about you?
Well, I was going to be nice up until I heard what he said. Screw it, that's mine.
I think everyone had a great dinner tonight.
I do too, yes.
As a professional to vote on this, you guys make it hard.
Good.
Very, very hard. You guys should be very proud. You came from your home into a professional kitchen and you knocked it out of the park.
Good job, guys.
Cheers, you guys.
Thank you.
So how was your dessert? All right. Thank you everyone for being the judge at KitchenCircus. I also want to thank our wonderful, marvelous sponsor, Charlie's Produce, who actually allowed us to film this whole event. So Charlie, thank you so much. I also want to thank Jean Juarez for providing the wonderful makeup on my face and everybody else's. And for the hairdo. I also want to thank Le Creuset, who did a beautiful donation of cookware and bakeware, and to Open Table for online promotion. So, without any further ado, your vote have been tabulated. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. This is the final decision for the winner. And in 3rd place this evening, Chris Svetkovich. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think your dish was fantastic.
Thanks. That was awesome. Thank
Congratulations. The winner of this evening, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've been waiting for. The winner is... Myrissa! And Le Creuset is giving you a wonderful bakeware so you can keep on baking.
Thank you so much, Chef Thierry, for this opportunity.
And not only you won tonight, but now you're going to be in the grand finale dinner. Congratulations. And obviously in 2nd place, Atina. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
2nd place.
Thank you so much.
The great thing about being a 2nd place winner is you get a spot guaranteed to be entering into the next season.
Really?
Next season, you automatically entered in the play.
Can I use the same recipe? Because I don't know if I can come up with another one. Man, that was hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Keep in touch with us on Facebook at KitchenCircus so you can find out what's going to happen next and where we are at any time. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening.
I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, there's still nothing that would have changed on my dish. I'm not saying it was a good dessert. I didn't get to try it myself. It could have like totally kicked the ass out of my dish. I do not know. I guess what I'm saying is like I would not have changed my entree. I think that it's a winner.
And I came in second place. Myrissa, awesome. She did a great job on dessert, and I feel really, really good. For next season, I'm really excited about that, but now I have to come up with all new recipes.
They called Chris with his course, and I was like, okay, it's between the panna cotta and the bouillabaisse. Panna cotta and bouillabaisse. And the suspense was killing me. Then when he called my name, I'm like, oh my God! I was like, they like the dessert!
Coming up next on Kitchen Circus, who will fill the last slot on the Kitchen Circus finale? Will it be Peter, Arina, or Christine, who wins over 45 judges with her dinner course?
All right, I would count on one more lobster, so that breaks it saves time.
I'm definitely not a dessert chef. I prefer to drink my dessert in the form of another bottle of wine.
I love your ovens. I love your stoves. I love all of you.